Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. They call me the Diva.
This is Nicholas DeLeon, and they call me NikonKid.
And together, we're Billiard Talk, apparently. You guys have been watching us here for a couple of months, and we absolutely appreciate it. We did have a winner from the Where's Corey contest, Nick. It was Cecil Doss. He got a nice little picture of Corey playing chess with Efren.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a nice one. So we appreciate it, Cecil, and congratulations on winning that nice gear from Action 24/7. Also, tonight is we're going to start a new game this month, and it will be sponsored by PMP Clothing Company, which is Mary Tam's husband's clothing or apparel company. They also donate to a hunger program, Nick. So every t-shirt sold. So if you guys walk over there, if you guys walk your little fingers over there and click on their link, they are giving away, I believe, $5 for every purchase goes to a kid program so that children will be provided with a hot meal. So
that's awesome. They're really good people. So
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Also, I have one more thing. So Nick's going to do that for me. I had posted a trivia question about Shane Wolford and our own Chris Reinhold. But I was wanting Nick to get involved with some of these giveaways. So Nick's going to actually draw the name out of the hat for us.
Yeah,
so there was 3 names. There was Corey, there was Sean, and the last one was who, Nick? Who did I tell you was the last one?
Oh, man, I have to open these up. My bad. All right. Corby, Shane.
It's Corby, Sean.
Sean. Sorry, Sean. I was thinking Shane. See, my mind's already there. And Randy.
Randy was the other one. All right, Nick. So shake it up and then hold it over your head.
Okay, I can't see. Right. Let's see.
And they're going to win a nice bumper sticker from Posted Up Apparel. Who did we get?
We got Randy.
Randy, congratulations. I will get that out to the mail to you as soon as possible. So congratulations, Randy, for winning that contest. Basically, the 3 questions were, who were those 2 people? And it was a photograph of Mr. Reinhold and a photograph of Mr. Wolford. The other one was, where were they? That was the Derby City Classic.
Yep.
And what was the middle? Do you remember what the middle was on that?
Because at first they were betting. We could have went in more detail, but I don't think a lot of people knew. But they were betting 25,000 or 20,000. Sorry, 20,000 each
in the beginning, right?
In the beginning, and they went hill. I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and said, "Hey, let's back it and jack it, and we'll play for 40 the next day." So they did it the next day. Chris Reinhold was up like 21-7 against Shane, and Shane didn't go away. Man, that wolf kept on digging and fighting, and he came back. He made an unbelievable comeback, but Chris ended up winning at 25-21. So he's like right there with them, and I mean, I got to hang out with Shane and see him at the Texas Open, and it's really awesome to watch these young guys play.
Isn't it? I mean, and then the creativity that they have, they're learning a lot more. I mean, here in this day and age, back when I first started watching some of this was when the jump cues first started coming out. And I mean, they were hot at that point. But I was watching, Efren banking balls like 40 damn rails. You know what I mean? Or kicking
them in, yeah.
Right. And I wasn't used to all those jump cues. So we will make sure we have one of my favorite jump cue makers, which is James Handshoe. We'll try to have him on a later date and let him explain to you how they're so important and what the Filipinos think about his jump cues.
Yes.
But where are we headed next, Nick? Because the Diva is going to be put for a while.
Man, I have a very, very busy schedule. My wife and I leave tomorrow to Vegas. She's going to be playing the 8-ball and 9-ball amateur events. And I am playing in the Predator Series. They opened it up to 192 players.
Nice.
And that starts on the 23rd to the 26th. And then don't forget, they have the ladies event as well going on. So you guys don't want to miss out on that. I mean, all the top girls are going to be there. April, Allison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, Christina from Texas. I mean, the list just goes on, you know.
We're playing out of Griff's, or you're playing out of the Rio?
We're all playing out of the Rio.
So that's the Rio in Vegas, guys. If you guys are in the area, stop by and say hi to Nick. Looking for some Q-Tech stuff, Nick will have his case with him.
Yes, I will. And the booth will be there. So you guys will see me over there, probably hanging out with Shane and Fedor. And also on the 28th, the World 10 Ball starts and it ends on the 1st.
And you will be in the UK for that, correct?
No. The World 10 Ball is in Vegas during BCA. Yes.
You guys, in all of these events you have going on, you have me completely confused.
Hey, I put them in the calendar. I don't know how it works, but I think I got it right. And then I come back, and then I leave on the 3rd to England to play I got my invite for the World 9 Ball to head out.
Congratulations!
Thank you. A couple days early, so I get to go out there, and they already have a venue set up. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to get out there and start competing.
Fantastic. Make sure you look up my buddy Raj Hundal while you're out there. He has a really nice hotel out there, so you'll have to go by there and check it out and let me know what you think.
Will do. If I can find a place around there.
Well, I will get in touch with him and see if he has a few moments just to come over and shake your hand and maybe give you a tour of his hotel. Maybe
for sure.
He actually was one of the winners of the Masters back when he was in his early 20s. I think he was like 24, nice. 25. Yeah, he's a phenomenal player, excellent man, and an entrepreneur. And he's a great person to sit and chat with. I think you'll have a good time having a conversation with him. And we have a couple of special guests tonight. I have Brutal Game Gear has decided to lend us a couple of their amazing players while they're on the road. Charlie Bryan has started a movement with some of his players. He's been very fortunate to have created a team that is not only upstanding, Nick, but they have some amazing stories to tell. And, I'm not going to tell all of their stories, but these people are some fantastic. Yes,
they're doing good things.
They're changing the way that we're viewing pool. We have two different players tonight. One of them is Brett Snowden. He's out of the Missouri area. I first met Brett over at the Iron City Open about the same time I met you, Nick. And I met Miss Heather Bryant.
But he didn't have no high shoes with him.
Right. And one of their amazing female players is Melissa Smith, and her son has recently been brought on the Bryant team as well. So I'm gonna run that footage one more time so that everybody those that have come in a little later can see it, and then we'll talk to these amazing players and one amazing young man that's about to make his mark with Bryant Billiard. So let me run that one more time for you, Nick.
Let's do it. What's going on, guys?
Well, let me introduce Miss Melissa Smith. She's on our left-hand side corner with her son Ace. Hi, guys. And we have Mr. Brett Snowden on our right-hand side at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, Mr. Snowden's out of the Missouri area, and Miss Smith is out of the Texas area. Texas has got it going on from what I hear, Nick. There's a lot of fantastic women players. You have Melissa Smith out of Texas. Ming Ing is out of Texas, and of course April Larson recently moved to Texas as well.
It's really hot out there. It's crazy. It's I like what they're doing out there. I mean, it's really, really, really big out there for pools, so it's good for everybody.
Melissa, you brought somebody interesting. I hear you guys have a new addition to Brutal Game Gear. Who have you got with you?
My son, Ace Smith.
Well, hi, Ace. How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
And what game do you like the best out of all of these billiard games so far?
I'll say 8-ball.
8-ball? You're an 8-ball player, so I wouldn't want to mess with you on the table, I don't think. How long have you been playing pool, Ace?
Since you're 1.5. Since I was 1.5.
Wow, that's a big game for a little guy, man. That's pretty sporty. What do you think about Mama being a professional pool player?
Pretty good.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Not very many people can say my mom is a pool player.
Ace, do you have a favorite player?
I'll say Billy Thorpe.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Nick has a son close to your age, or is it your daughter's close to his age?
A little bit both. More my daughter. My daughter's 10, and son is 7, and then our oldest 10 is 13. So
do any of your kids play pool, Nick?
I mean, they've hit balls, but as in the interest, I mean, Ace will probably agree with me here. Is video games is like their number one thing.
Ace, what kind of video games do you play?
I'll say maybe Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I hear a lot about Minecraft.
Yeah, my kids that too, or oh God, what's that other one? There's another big one that everybody plays. I don't play. I mean,
Fortnite.
What is it?
Fortnite, probably.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yes, all over that. My daughter comes, she's like, "Hey, did you know that episode 7?" I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, Ace, what is the biggest tournament you've played in so far? Because I know your mom's been taking you to a couple of tournaments. And how do you think you did? Not how mom thinks you did. How do you think you did?
He got 4th. He's speechless.
No.
He got 4th place at the Napa Juniors State Championship.
Oh, that's great.
Nick, he can give you a run for your money there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he's number 1 in 8 and 9 ball in the DFW and Napa Junior League.
Oh,
congratulations!
Awesome. These are the stats you need to keep on hand, buddy.
Right, Mama's got her a prodigy.
I know, right? That's great. I wish I played that as young as you guys.
Yeah, he's winning all the local tournaments around here.
So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, there, Ace?
Just say Moscone Cup, you'll be good.
He'll be there one day.
I think he will. I think so. Yeah. So you're sporting a Brutal Game Gear hat there too, aren't you, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So how do you get out of school for this? Do you get a hall pass and everything for these tournaments?
No. It's just on weekends.
Is it like you go to the teacher and go, "Hey, sorry, I have a tournament for a week. I need all my homework in advance"?
Well, we have told him in advance. I'm like, yeah, he's got a big tournament to go to.
Wow. Well, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Well, I'm glad you're sticking to the schoolwork, though. I know Mama knows that it's tough to make it in this pool community.
It is.
It's very tough. But we're going to do what we can to make sure we're raising some awareness so that you guys get a little more money for your tournaments so that you have more tournaments to play in.
Yeah.
Melissa, could you tell us a little bit about your juniors experience?
With Napa or
with any of those that you played in when you were younger? You played a little when you were.
I didn't play.
You didn't
any.
play at all?
No, I actually started when I was 30 years old.
Oh wow! I was thinking you started earlier. That must have been Brett.
No, I started late.
Well, you play like you've been playing for years. This woman can hit some balls over there, Nick. Except for I did get her. I was down for a shot.
I saw that play when we were all mixed in with the 9-ball bar table event.
Right. She was down for a shot over to Scotty Townsend, and I was like, "Okay, Melissa, don't miss." And she goes, "You had to say."
Yeah, she put me on the spot.
She was like a deer caught in headlights. She said, "Stop it."
Yeah, I got 4th in that tournament.
Well, congratulations. You played well. You played well over at Iron City as well. We also had Brett coming in strong. He's another one that doesn't recognize the talent that he has, Mr. DeLeon.
It's tough. I was like that for the longest time.
Yeah,
I knew I played okay, but I didn't think I played as good as I did. And then finally, you go out and you test yourself, and it opens your eyes a little bit. And then you have the support behind you, like for instance, Ace, like your mom. That's great to have. And then you'll just keep on getting support. So it just keeps on building. But you just have to go out and test yourself. Always playing better tournaments.
Yeah,
I've your same Fargo or your same stuff that you do. It's good to keep warm up, but always test yourself. So
absolutely. I first got sponsored by a couple of local places a couple of years ago, and that was kind of the conversation that we had. I was traveling to do open tournaments and stuff like that, and that's the thing is you got to get out. I think a big difference between the pros and the amateur players is they adjust the conditions better.
Yes.
You get used to different equipment, being in different environments and stuff like
environments is key.
Yeah.
You can play one like Melissa will probably agree with me here. Where do you play out of, Melissa?
Sticks and Stones in Louisville.
Okay, so if you pretty much play their tournaments, gambling, matching up, whatever it is, all the time, then you finally reached out and say you got out to Skinny Bob's and you went and go and play. The environment's not the same, and
it's totally different.
Yeah, it hits you harder.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know I play better than this, but that's the thing is if you can branch out in your local areas to different pool rooms and force yourself to get there, that will help you. So when you go to Vegas or when you go to like Minnesota, like the ladies tournament that's just going on, that it won't hit you as hard. You'll be there, but it won't be like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on. Instead, if you build those different pool rooms, like I did out here, I was strictly living on the east side of town for the longest time. And then finally, I just started traveling to the west side. And once I started doing that, I was comfortable playing anywhere and on my speed. And then my game just grew and grew.
Melissa, do you feel yourself struggling with the different venues when you go from one place to another, or do you adjust fairly quickly?
I adjust pretty quick.
Have you taught Ace that fundamental when he goes from one, or is he pretty much remotely in one area for now?
He goes in different places, local places and stuff, and he adjusts really quick.
You feel like you're pretty good? You guys have a secret going on. I need to know what that secret is. Because boy, we were having a hard time with the humidity over at the Scotty Townsend. One of my friends was playing in the event, Adam Ledlow, and he was having a heck of a time with the humidity in the venue. But we were in Louisiana. One day it was cold, and Melissa can tell you this. One day it was cold, really chilly the day before, and then it was like crazy, oddly breezily sticky warm, but not too warm. It was
when their air conditioners quit working.
Right. And then the air conditioners were bad, and it was like there was a lot of people in there. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
You guys have that new tour going on in Texas, correct?
Yes.
With Christina and her husband, is it Daniel?
Yes.
That was
in San Antonio.
Yeah. So have you got a chance to play in that? I mean, tell us a little bit. No. Okay.
No, I've been committed at other tournaments at the same time because there's so many tournaments every weekend at the same
Right.
time, so it's hard to choose which one. So
Now, I know that April Larson had made a post earlier about her decision to not be in the WPA. What do you agree with her, Melissa, at all? I mean, they didn't really give her an option.
no, I didn't agree with it at all. I mean, what they did to her. But I know it's just for the top 16 players. I understand that, but you know, people have been trying to get me to sign with the WPBA, and I just haven't yet, and I'm kind of iffy about it because I just don't want them to limit me at other tournaments.
And that's what they're doing.
So
And I was curious if you were going to have that same issue if you had. I wasn't sure if you were a part of that whole.
No, I haven't signed yet. I have some of the members are trying to get me to sign, but I just want to be free and play whatever tournament I want to play in.
Well, I mean, it's tough for you guys, your ladies, anyway. You don't get the exposure that the men get. You just don't.
There's not many events. They don't have many events. I think this year's the first year they've actually had the most events.
Yeah, they have 10, but 2 of them are out of the country, right? Or one, one's in Canada, and one's in like, oh God, I can't think of the other place. But there's 2 out of the country. There's only 7, so they're basically saying the top 16 women can only play in those 7, right? And if you make the top 16, then you're pretty much wiped out. So, like, for instance, to the Texas Open, they said you could play with the guys, but you can't play in the ladies event. It makes no sense. If you're still going to those ladies event and you're committing every month to go to that, you should still be able to play in whatever other ladies event there is.
Yeah, you should be able to play in anything you want to play. You want to better your game. I
Correct.
feel like they're kind of strapping us down.
Right. Instead of going, hey, yeah, you can go play with the open guys. That's all you can play. Don't get me wrong. There's some events that you want to go, okay, $100, to go test and get, beat up for a little bit to kind of learn. Okay. But when there's a men's and a ladies, I mean, which one, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I just don't. But I just don't see why, if they have an agreement, I mean, switch it to where it's like, okay, if you can guarantee playing all 10 events, okay, perfect. I don't care what you play in, but to sign that instead of saying, okay, if once you make top 16, you're pretty much screwed to playing anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt bad for her. She was kind of explaining that to me when I saw her over in Meridian last weekend. She was like, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, well, it's really up to you. And she said, I don't think it's fair. That's kind of getting in on my pocket money. I have to win some of these tournaments to afford to play in the higher money tournaments because you have to put that money in there. Where's the money going to come from?
Same with Mary. Mary did the same thing. She didn't sign either. But I mean, if she would have signed, she would have never made the $8,000 that she did in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't limit your women that want to play. Like, go play anything, but just when you're signing this, guaranteeing that you're playing all 10 events or all 15 events or 18 events that they have over the years.
Right. Well, the added money is not the same like it is with the men, so it's very unfair for them. Yeah. I mean, honestly, for them to put a cap, say, well, you can't play in this event, it's like, well, the money's not there.
Right. The money's there. The money's at the other event, It's like
right.
Well, I mean, they should want the exposure too, because everyone knows that those ladies play in that.
And they're going to wear their patches. They're going to,
Yeah. But I'm just, I forgot what I was going to say now. But yeah, they should want that exposure because everyone knows that they play in the WPBA.
Yep.
Right.
And,
the struggle for the getting the exposure for the ladies has been this way for as long as I've been in this industry. They've never had the exposure that the men have had, and it's sad. And then you have the junior players; they're getting some exposure.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is, they're getting more exposure than the women are.
Yes.
Yep. Well, and that was what I was going to say too. Is like there's not that many women that play at that level.
No.
So the ones that you have, you should really, take advantage.
Allow them to play in whatever event they want,
Absolutely.
like April Larson or you know, Christina,
Mary and Melissa. I mean, just I mean, Christina, same thing. You know,
Melissa,
like so
all of them.
basically, Melissa, if I understand it right, if you don't sign, you're still allowed to play, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
I think I can still play if you don't sign.
Okay, so it's just that once you sign and you're committed to them, that if you hit top 16,
right?
So it's pretty much you're limiting yourself. You're like, okay, I can go place in a couple tournaments of their 10, and then not make top 16, so you can play everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, see, so like the double-edged sword, it just doesn't work. You know, so now you're worried about your placement in order to go play somewhere else.
Right. It's like, should I try my hardest to get on up there, and then I can't play in the other tournaments?
Right.
You know, I'm trying to
you're
better
limiting yourself.
No, I feel you guys. I mean, I'd be tough. I mean, in my personal opinion, if I was female, I wouldn't sign it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like just from what I've heard and what I've read and what I've listened to Joey Ryan and Melina Mike, because they interviewed one of the ladies about it, and it just doesn't make sense at all. Like they even said, well, what if they commit? You know, what if they commit? Guarantee you're going to get them for those 10 events. They should be able to play. And they're like, no. And then she was so strict on like how it worked and everything. And I'm just like, there's so many other women events that are around here that you can win 3 times as much because of the auction, of course, on top of the high entry fee. And it just limits you guys. You guys just go and just sit there and not play, but you can watch.
Well, what about the men? You know, the men, they're not strapped down. They can play whatever they want. They can go anywhere they want. It's like, why are they just doing that to women?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Matchroom kind of tried to do that, but you saw the backlash that happened with that.
Yeah.
So, with Matchroom.
Well, the only thing they have is with the U.S. Open 9-ball events. Anything outside of that, I don't think you could play if you get invited to Matchroom.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact. I still have to read the whole stuff that they sent me. But I mean, I know that I remember that back then about how they were taking over the U.S. Open 9-ball, stage. So,
yeah.
Ace, do you have plans on your next big junior event? Which one will that be?
Probably the Napa State Championship that will be in September.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys traveling for that?
It's just Sticks and Stones in Louisville.
Okay, nice. Ace, what's your Fargo?
You don't have one.
They don't do Fargo out there?
I guess not. He doesn't have one.
Not for the kids, I guess.
Okay, Melissa, being your son, of course, where would he truthfully be like if you put him in? Like,
what do you think his Fargo would be?
Is he over the 500 mark?
He's over the 500 mark.
So, Ace, I want you to think about this. You follow Savannah. You know who Savannah is? Easton?
No, he's not on Facebook.
Okay, well, she has a Facebook only because it's through her. I
think her parents ran it.
Her parents, yes.
I think it's a player page.
They pretty much control it. They pretty much control it. And she started doing these cue ball signing. And that's another way. Like, I mean, my wife and I just bought one from her. We met her in Vegas. And I'm telling you, like, with all the junior players and with you, I mean, get some 8 balls, get some 10 balls, some cue balls, sign them, give yourself a nickname, and
actually,
I'm telling you, and have your mom create a Facebook page and for you. And then there's an app where this is what she does. I found this out because I was like, man, how are you streaming all your matches and you're not getting kicked off of Facebook? So there's an app called Sports Cam, and she sets it up and she videos every match she has, whether she gets beat 9-1 or she wins hill. But it's like that of the juniors coming up, like everybody wants to see it. Like you were saying, right. They show more than the women's, how you were talking about it. So I'm telling you, do something small, but get it going. And I'm telling you, like, those cue balls are helping her get to certain events and everything, you know?
Right. Yeah,
so,
we can do that.
Doesn't Ace have an announcement that he was going to say tonight?
Uh-oh.
He has a nickname now.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it. I was going to ask you if Ace was your real name.
It's called Knight Rider.
Well, that sounds pretty sporty there, buddy.
So how'd you get that name, or who gave that name to you?
His middle name is Ryder. and it means horsemen or knight, and he collects Hot Wheels. So we kind of put it together, and
That's
Knight Rider.
adorable. That's adorable.
Oh,
We'll have to get him a jersey made.
We're definitely sending you some hot rods, buddy.
That's awesome. I love
But just
it.
a thought, to help you out to get to events, so you're like mom's not coming fully out of pocket for you,
Right.
Like, I mean, you can go live, you can say, hey, I'm doing this, and then you can put here, hold on, let me grab her cue ball.
He's so excited to make you money.
Well, I did start him a page just recently, and then
Oh,
I think
perfect.
we're gonna start doing maybe some TikTok videos with his sister too, some pool videos and stuff.
Yeah, so this is Savannah's, and she just puts her name, and then just it's very simple. And but I mean, it'll help put money for him to go to tournaments or even weekly tournaments or whatever. It's just something but you have to get out there. You have to be open. You have to be. I mean, just be a kid. I mean, just have fun with it, and everybody will love you.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll do that.
I look forward to seeing his next match, Mama.
Because once you get it, I'll be the
whenever
first
he's
one to
out there, you let me
buy
know.
your first cue ball signing. Okay.
Absolutely. We will get in line.
Yep, I'll need one too.
Right? That's what I'm saying. We got to start it.
Especially when he's the next Earl Strickland,
Oh
the
yeah.
next Shane Van Boning. I mean, come on. Or come on. The next 7-4. What was it? He did 7-14. So we're
And he
saying,
scratched. He could have easily done 900.
Yeah.
So start it up. I'm telling you, it'll work out. I mean, you share it. I mean, everything. I mean, Savannah is doing great things, and it's just another way to expose yourself out there and everybody get to know you and everything.
Yeah.
I will definitely buy one, Melissa. If he's willing to put his little John Hancock on any of those, you let me know. We're down. I'm all about making sure we're giving back to the kids.
Yeah, we'll definitely take some.
Daniel Garcia wants to know if Ace is in the JIC as well.
He played in the Texas one, but that was his very first one. He was actually the youngest one playing in that. He was 10.
How did you do in that one?
He went 3 rounds.
Wow,
But that
that's
was
pretty
it.
cool. That's
But
really
that was his
cool.
very first big tournament. So
Right. Do you beat up on Brett at all?
I actually haven't got to meet him yet. I'd love to play with him.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
guys live far from each other or different sides of town?
Well,
yeah,
Brett's in Missouri. They're in
okay.
Texas.
yeah. What
Yeah,
was it,
we're a
like
little
13
far.
hours?
I'm sorry, I got it mixed up. I thought you guys were all from the same area. My bad.
No, you're good.
Actually, I usually go out to Kenny's Bar and Grill. I've been over there a couple of times, and Brett, for some reason, we do this every time. When I'm in town, he's on the other side.
Yep. Like I think we miss each other by maybe 30 minutes or an hour.
I
both
think
times
so.
we
The
were in
last
my
time I
area.
was at Kenny's, you were like, I just left there.
Melissa and Ace, are you guys going to Vegas at all? Because they have a juniors division out there, and you have the ladies event. Ladies event is on the big table out there.
no, we're not going to make it to Vegas this year. We're probably going to make it out there next year for sure.
Okay.
Melissa, what's your next tournament coming up?
The Big Time Classic in Springs,
May?
Texas. A Big Time in May, yeah.
That's good. What
And
about Ace? You guys have like Friday and
Ace, where's your
Saturday night
schedule at,
tournaments that he plays in?
No, not really.
You would think they would have
Sometimes.
something for the kids.
Yeah, sometimes on the Saturdays I'll take him to tournaments, and he usually wins those.
I'm gonna have to get my little friend Cheney out that way. He's a little bit older than Ace, but they'd get along really well. He's my little junior player. He shoots out of Tupelo, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Lydia, is Lydia related to you, Brett?
Yep, that's my lovely wife. She went hiding. I don't see her. Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's on. You're
Lydia,
done.
you misspelled Knight Rider.
Yeah.
So, Brett, what have you got coming? Actually, Brett just left big event. Brett, would you like to tell us a little bit about your experience this past week?
Yeah, so I went down to Deep Pockets in Tulsa. Went for their Winter Classic. I think it was 10,000 added, 2,000 for the 1 pocket, and 8,000 for the 9-ball. Roberto ended up snapping off both of those.
Of course.
Dang Filipinos.
It was crazy, Tracy. So I know you know Chuck Ralston.
Yes.
Chuck had him down 10-3, and he missed a 4-ball, and Roberto ran the set out from there.
You can't mess with those guys.
It was insane.
Wow.
It's just crazy. Yeah, missing a 4-ball up 10-3 and then never seeing the table again.
That's like what Nick did at Iron City. He misses a ball, and then what happens? Dennis takes it off.
I had a 5-2 lead on Dennis. I mean, I was out breaking him. I was playing great, and it's all on YouTube and everything. But
yeah,
and Dennis is like, you almost had me.
Yeah, and I made a mistake. I missed the 9-ball going up. And don't get wrong. Hey, Ace, you're gonna have these moments, and you just have to keep your head on straight. But I missed the 9-ball to go up 6-2 my break, and everything changed. I ended up losing 9-7 from there. I gave him that confidence, that extra boost, and he was starting to break better, play safe.
But he did the brass monkey at the end of the night, so it paid off.
But no, it was good though. I mean, he won the event, so we're good. But it was one of those things that, you get those opportunities against those champions, and you have to capitalize. If you don't capitalize, they're just going to ruin you.
Right. Yep. And they wait on that too, because I mean, Dennis knew that you had every opportunity.
I did,
if you took it, that you could have beaten him, and he told you that when he finished playing.
Yeah, and I beat him a month or two before that. I beat him on the bar table in Mississippi.
Well, that's the reason why he took it out.
Big time. But he was giving me a spot on the bar table. It was like a 13-9 race or whatever it was, or 12-9.
In Meridian?
I'll tell you this, Ace, and you might have done this already against a top player or not, but I'll tell you my most embarrassing pool moment ever. So
there's more than one.
Yes.
Just one.
So I'm playing my first time at Mississippi. Is it big time?
Big time billiards in Meridian.
Okay, billiards, and I'm sitting back. They're doing the auction, and I'm like, okay, try to go as low as possible, because that's the whole goal, right? So I go for 500. I pay my half. I get in the tournament. I win my first 4 matches. I'm feeling great, and then I have to play Dennis. And I'm like, man, I was hoping I'd have to play him until my 6th or 7th match, right? Like, at least get me good in the Calcutta money.
Right.
So, we started. I mean, everybody's around. Everybody's surrounding, and I love the crowd. And I start off. I break around the first 3, and then I break nothing, and then he puts 4-pack on me, and then he breaks and scratches. So I have to shoot the 1 ball in the corner pocket, and I have to float the cue ball over for the 2 ball to shoot it all the way down because it was on the other side of the side pocket. I was so cold. I was so nervous with that ball in hand that my 1 ball or cue ball never made it to a pocket or the rail.
That's sad, Nick.
And I'm telling you, I'm in the 700s market-wise, and
I can't believe you embarrassed me that way.
He's like, is that ball in hand? I go, Dennis, do you really have to ask that?
I would have asked.
But I mean, it happened. So I'm just saying, like, it happened to me. It happens to people, but it's one of my most I'm like, did I really just do that against Dennis? Like,
that's what we have to do, Melissa. What we need to do is we need to do an Airbnb, and all of us go down to Meridian together and let Ace just snap off that 100K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let him go to 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Heck, he might win as a 5. Who knows? We don't know.
You don't know. I know.
I mean, Cheney won. I think he won like 35,000.
Yeah. What do you go to? 4?
He was a 5.
Yeah. I was loving it. After I beat Dennis.
I think he went to 4 though. Down there, I think he was a 4. I think he's a 5 now.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that he broke and ran the last set, and they just decided to split at the end. I was like, "There's a 4, and he broke and ran the set." Wow.
Right,
okay.
they were mad about it.
Yeah,
I mean, could you imagine a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old snapping off $100,000?
Goodness.
Heck yeah.
It's worth it.
Melissa's like, yeah.
Yes, son. Get down there. Get done.
Hey,
I
that's
mean,
a good college
we
fund
do
to
have
start
to
out.
pay for
Right?
the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinner's on you.
Right?
Yeah, there you go.
We're going to the
We have
most
to pay for
expensive
gas.
seafood or steakhouse.
Yeah.
But
Brett, they do have that one going on in, I think it's called Campbellsville, Kentucky. I think that's the closest one to you.
I'd have to look it up.
They have a high-low tournament, split bracket tournament there. They've invited me to come up that way. I'm not quite sure, but I know there will be one in April.
Yeah, that's the format that I just played in this weekend. Table Titans put it on down in Springfield.
How did that go?
It was good. We had a couple of conflicting tournaments in the area, so they didn't really get the turnout that they wanted to. But in my bracket, I had to play in the 601 and up. I think there was me and one other guy that was under like a 660. So, I mean, the level of competition was pretty
It's
stiff.
pretty stout over in Missouri. I mean, you guys play really well over there.
Well, it was like Ricky Evans, he's a 700. Danny Harriman, which is former Moscone Cup player. Couple, I know you know Grayson. He's up 670.
Is he at 670? I thought he was lower than that.
He may be a little lower than that, but I mean, he's absolutely can play that level.
Oh, absolutely. He plays very well. Did Darren Everett play?
No, he was at a different tournament. Like I said, there was a couple other ones. We were kind of all spread out here and there. There was one in Kansas City and Rolla, and
right. You guys have a lot going on right now. It seems like you didn't have anything.
Yeah,
you have too many.
Yeah,
It's
not
like
just that,
everybody
that
wants to
goes
put
for
them in.
that goes for the world. I mean,
Yeah.
pool in 2022, man, is killing it.
Yeah.
Like every month, there's something bigger coming out, or something that's like, okay, you have to plan so far in advance.
We all need to pool our money and put on one giant event a month.
it was crazy. So during COVID, me and my buddy and my wife, we were probably the only people running tournaments in Missouri.
Right, I remember you doing that.
And you know, since COVID restrictions have lessened, you know, it's just boomed. It's not, like I said, it's not just here; it's everywhere.
Right.
You know,
it's nuts.
Facebook is just flooded with like tournaments. Everyone's like, "Oh, what's going on this weekend?" I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm sure there's something good."
There's
out
a
there."
tournament
And
somewhere.
that's what we were telling you. But for all the top players, like you need months in advance. Like when you come out, with this, like, you
Oh
need
yeah,
3 weeks
absolutely.
because of the hotel and the flight and all that. I mean,
Well,
look what
like
just happened
Melissa
within
and
the last.
Brett and myself, you know, it's like we need to know ahead of time so that we can figure out financial information, you know, and where are we going to stay? Can all of us stay in one spot and we all split it? You know, those are things that we need to know at least a month ahead of time.
Yeah.
And for Melissa has young children, you know, she needs to know these things several months ahead of time.
Yeah,
You know?
we're working on some events here locally. I'm trying to do a big tournament at Kenny's, and like you guys said, I try to plan everything out at least 2 months in advance. So
Right.
that way
Well, let me
people-
know because I need to get back out to Kenny's. Kenny's is an awesome little place, Nick. It's got like a dance floor and a bar, more like a party scene in the front, and then in the back it has a door that separates the club part from the bar from the pool scene.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's completely separated, and they also serve steak.
Yeah.
That's
I got good food there.
Kenny's actually probably my biggest sponsor. His, like she said, his place is awesome. Food is actually really good there. The portions are huge. Like you get a half.
Get your money's worth for sure.
Yeah, no, like a half plate of nachos is like $7, but it's literally still like a whole plate of nachos.
So it'd be one of those things we'd have to split it.
Yeah, like it's a
Here's
2 or
your
3
half.
person job, but yeah, it's like Tracy said, it's a bar on one side and then the pool side's on the other. So they close
Plenty
the
of
bars.
parking. The parking was
nice.
It's a
was fine.
24/7 establishment. So they close off the bar at a certain time and then the pool side's open 24/7. So
But they are valley tables. They do have, I know for sure they have one diamond table in there. They may be another. He said he was thinking about getting another in there. But it's mostly bar box valleys.
yeah, it's mostly a league house, but we do have tournaments there. But the tables play great. They're probably the best valleys I've played on. They're really fast.
The
so
place
people,
is clean.
yeah,
Nice. No, that's good.
Clean.
Yeah.
And you know how I am about I'm not staying in a place where if I put my arm on something and I pull it up, I'm out.
Melissa and
no.
Ace, two-part question. Melissa, when you take your son to pool rooms in town, out of town, do you guys run into because those tournaments run late? So, like, does he get kicked out at a certain time, or with you being there, does he get to stay?
Well, some of the tournaments, they're okay. They let some of the juniors, as long as they're with me, they have to be with their parents, and it's okay.
Okay.
So it's just different on the different pool halls, their rules, basically.
Yes. Okay. Ace, can you tell us what's in your bag? Like, what do you play with? Break cue, jump cue, playing cue, case. What do you have?
I have an OB shaft.
The Phoenix?
No, the regular OB shaft.
Oh, so you're wood. You haven't switched over to the dark side yet?
About to. He doesn't know that yet, but yeah. He shoots with the Del Perry right now, but that's going to be changing soon.
Nice.
Okay.
And then he has a break cue, the Hillbilly Thunder.
Okay.
Well, I would have imagined that one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And then he's got a jump cue that's coming soon too by hand shoe.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Very nice. Brett, what have you got in your case?
So I have a JB case. I play with a Mike Durbin butt and a BQ Prime shaft. I have a Hillbilly Thunder break cue as well. I have a Purple Heart shaft for that I play with. And then I just got a Predator Air 2, the ice with the sport wrap. So that's the jump cue that I'm using right now. I am having a cue made for me that should be done hopefully in the next few months. But
Cool.
My friend Gilbert that we do shortstop with, he's building it. So
Nice.
Melissa, what do you have in your case?
I have a Pat Davini custom cue.
Oh, the Bennies, those are nice.
Yes, and then I shoot with the Hillbilly Thunder, and then I also have the BQ break, and then I shoot with the BQ Prime shaft, and then I have the hand shoe jump cue too.
Awesome.
I have a question
With
for
the
both
JD
of you guys. Smoking events or non-smoking events? What is your stance on those and why?
that's the easy one. Non-smoking for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Agree.
not at the MRSA, because I can't deal with like the small. Not saying it's small, but they have 6 tables and the smoking is outright, and I can't do that, especially with my contacts.
Yeah. If the ventilation's good, it's not that bad of a deal usually.
Yeah. You get home and you're like,
Yeah. I'm really glad Kenny's went non-smoking like 2 years ago, because every time you come out of there, you literally smell like an ashtray for like 3 minutes. But yeah,
I'll do that every time I leave Meridian or Tupelo. It's like, God, I smell like a cigarette.
Yeah, how do you
My
guys
niece says, you smell like, what was it? You smell like a wet ashtray that's been left outside for a month. Oh my God.
I'm like, if I get home, like before I even get through the door, I'm like already ready to throw everything in the washer, and then I'm like getting ready to shower.
You got to shower before you sleep, or otherwise your bed smells like it.
Yeah.
Calls me out in front of everybody. My Aunt Sissy smells like a month-old ashtray. It's like, just stop telling people that.
Wow, that's so funny.
Well, I just think for like non-smokers, it's a huge disadvantage because we're not used to it. It does bug your eyes, and so your ability to see. And I mean, it's not good for the tables or the equipment in general. So
you do notice a difference when you play in a venue that has smoking. Say, let's just go there. I mean, what if you go into a venue that's normally a smoking venue, but they have it non-smoking for the event? If you go to a place that never has smoked in it and you play on those tables, do you notice a difference between those tables versus the one where it's not smoking right now, but they do smoke in there when you're not there?
So the smoking right now, yeah, absolutely.
I feel Skinny Bob's played differently. We showed up 2 days before the event. A day before the event, they cut off all smoking. and you could tell a difference going through the next couple of days how the tables played.
Oh yeah, and you could see across the room.
Yes,
Right.
correct. And that's why I couldn't do it. I couldn't just sit there and just like, I'm like,
Well, now they're non-smoking now. They're staying that way, so
that's
good.
great.
I mean, you just almost have to.
Yeah,
You do.
I mean, because otherwise you're replacing the felt on those tables like a lot.
yeah.
Well, supposed
Because
to
the
anyway.
smoke wears on
Yeah.
those tables something horrible.
Well, you just unless you're cleaning everything every day, there's going to be residue on everything.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like it just makes everything gummy and sticky, and like the tables don't play as fast. They, the balls stick to the rails more.
Mm-hmm.
The cue ball sticks to the object ball more.
You
Like,
always have that
it's
one
little subtle
event,
things, but
right? That one event where it rains really, really badly, and everybody's going outside to smoke, right? So that one table by the door, every
Yeah.
time you play on it, those balls stick together, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, I hate this table. That one table by the door, Melissa, going out where we were sitting, played worse than I think any of the other tables did.
Yeah,
because
it was
that
more
was the
wet.
one Espinosa was complaining about. He said
Yeah.
that one stuck more than any table out
Mhm.
here, and it was nasty. And that Louisiana air is thick.
It stinks too.
They have like a dog food, I guess factory, like literally right down the street, and it really smelled horrendous.
It's bad.
April Larson is like, you could have warned me.
Right.
I was like, I didn't know myself. It normally smells a little weird here, but
right.
I never expected that. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more questions, Nick? Oh, Brett.
Yeah, no, I just really want Ace to take it off. Like, I want him to, like, I mean, I love watching the juniors, especially at a young
Me
age.
too. They're so
Play,
excited when they play.
I mean, like I said, I met Savannah and Jim Powell out in Vegas, and I mean, they're your age, 10, 11 years old, and their Fargo's in the 500s, if not close to 600s, and it's incredible because, I mean, I was playing baseball at your age, and if I got introduced to pool that young, I mean, I who knows where I would have been, at that point. But it's just great that you have your mom right next to you and beside you, and to get you through all the good and the bad with the pool.
Right.
So
Yeah.
even though that she's your mom, she'll know more about that pool world than you know. So you can't just go, oh, I already know, Mom. No, just let her fill you in because there's a lot out there. So
I'm just trying to keep them away from the bad part of
correct.
it.
And that's what we all want. We want all you junior players to come up good and being on your good shoulders and, playing well and everything. And then that's how you build those sponsorships, Like I always talk about Shane. Look at Shane. Why does he have those big sponsorships? It's because it's how you are on the table and off the table is what matters.
Win or
He
lose.
stays true to
Correct. Right. That
himself.
brutal game. Here we go. That brutal game gear, the hat that you have on, right? If you get done with the tournament and you're over there and you're just throwing, let's just say you're just throwing cues or whatever, you're representing that business, whether you're playing pool or you're just messing around with your friends. Like it goes both ways. So it's just something to really think about. And that's what a lot of players don't realize is that, oh, it's only when I'm playing pool. No. You are that person's, if they're giving you something or paying return or whatever, you just have to think that even when you're not playing, you're still representing that company.
yeah.
I always tell myself if I won't do it in front of my mom, I better not do it at all.
Yeah.
Because somebody will tell on me.
Yeah. So
See, Ace, even when you get old like me, somebody tells your mom.
yeah. Mama always knows.
Mom always knows. Always. Okay, let's see. I did have a question for Brett, actually. What was the venue like? I was supposed to go out to Oklahoma, but I was indebted to West Monroe because of scheduling. It just didn't happen. And I know that Bruce was working tirelessly trying to get that event all together. What did you think about it when you walked through the door?
Oh, he
Can
was
you
working.
describe it to us?
Yeah. So he was working tirelessly during the event too. I think he was there probably 80 to 100 hours that week. But I wasn't there under whenever it was under the former owners, so I don't know what it looked like before, but it looks amazing. You walk in the door, it's all open. There's quite a bit of seating in there. It's all diamond tables. He's got some of the LED, the square lights on some of the tables, which that was my first time playing under those, which was a little different. Seeing the
Did you like it better?
it was an adjustment because I'm not used to seeing like the full back of the ball like completely lit up. There was no shadows or anything. Like it was.
Nick, is that what you have in your house or no?
No, I actually you can't really see it that well, but I built my own light because okay. Sorry, my dog's talking to us. But, we have a secret.
We will have a blooper reel one of these days.
Yeah, but I built it. I built our last one too on the bar table, but it's we got the LED lights off of Amazon, and then I built the frame of it. Okay. I built the frame of it and pretty much just hung it. But I mean, it's perfect. It does the job, I mean, I think I paid $125 for 2 LED lights, and then maybe another $60 in wood and paint. Like, so it's like if you can do it yourself, it's cheaper. But I mean, if you can't, then you're paying $600, $700, $800 for a light. It's just ridiculous.
So it's like it. Now I think I know what you're talking about. How many of those square lights did he have? Were they over the bar boxes or over his 9-foots?
He had them over the bar boxes, and there was only so he had it in like 3 sections. So it was like tables like 1 through 8 or 9 in one section. I think it was 9. So those 9 tables had the square lights.
I'm hearing that they're better to be able to see edges and that they're amazing lights. I haven't been able to see those yet, so I look forward to
it was very different. It was once you got used to it, it was nice. But like I said, it was a little bit of adjustment. But yeah, so they were all diamond tables in there. I think he had 18 bar boxes and 6 9-footers.
He says he's not done. He's supposed to be putting like 23.
Yeah, he said he's expanding his building as well. He's going to start construction in May, I think he said on that. So yeah, I can't wait to see what that's going to look like.
Now, he said he's supposed to have another big event coming up once he's finished, and that's when I got invited out. So hopefully all of us can all meet out there, and we'll get us a B&B. That way we can all throw money into one pool instead of all separate.
Well, it was nice. There's literally a Hampton Inn like right next to the pool hall. Like the parking lots are like literally right next to each other, so we didn't even have to drive. You just walk from your room.
Save on gas for sure.
Yeah, that's what Chip Compton was telling me, is that the guy's doing big things in that literally the hotel's in the same parking lot.
The food there was awesome too.
I heard he's a chef.
Yeah, that's what Heather was telling me. He has a background in like either as a sous chef or executive chef or something like that. And you could tell because the food was top notch.
Nick. We've got to go just to go eat.
I had like a brisket sandwich, and it had like coleslaw and everything on it, and it was phenomenal.
We have to take him some Filipino cuisine. Maybe he can duplicate that while we're there. We're all about some food. Sorry.
Yes. It was a tough field. It was nice. I got to see Shark Syed, which he's from Singapore, and that was the first time I seen him since he'd moved home. I know he was in the States a couple years ago, but I didn't get to see him while he was here. Him, Aloysius Yap. I'm trying to think who else was there. Robbie Cabito. That was my first time meeting or seeing him. And oh my gosh, that guy plays amazing for how young he is. I would think he's only like 20 or 19 or something like that.
I was impressed with that kid out of Spain when I saw him.
Yeah, they play so good.
I mean, what was his name, Nick? I forgot his name already.
Are you talking about the one on the one I call
He literally looks like if Joey Gray and Chip Compton.
Oh, you talking about Soto? Soto?
Okay, I got
if Joey Gray and Chip Compton had a baby.
Yes.
Oh
It would be Soto. I'm telling you, he looks just like one of their kids. It is insane.
Can't even imagine.
You'll just, if you look him up,
yes,
and then look at a picture of Joey and Chip, and you're gonna go, I cannot unsee this now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's great. I thought you guys were talking about the other player. He looks like Drago's son.
Oh no, we're not talking about the one from Harry Potter. We're talking about the other kid, Soto. And that kid can play. He shocked me over in Morgan City. I was like, wow, this kid is on fire.
Yeah, he took down Intencio twice in Texas.
He took down McMahon without even breaking a sweat.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it was insane. I mean, not that McMahon gave him anything, because, you know, if Shane hadn't have broke dry, he broke dry. You know, the kid he was making a dang ball on every break. There's nothing you can do when you're sitting in the chair.
Yeah, when you find out how to break, I mean, that's what's key. I mean, working on what you don't like, you know, Alex says it, you know, you say you go out and practice, Ace, but Alex says, how do you practice?
Yeah, that's the
it's
main
one thing
thing.
to throw out balls and hit balls, but there's another thing of sitting there and doing a drill that you hate over and over and over until you get it down.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm not going to keep you guys any later, but we
appreciate you guys jumping out with us.
All three of you guys coming out and hanging out with us tonight and giving us a little insight into your world. Brett, where are you heading off to next?
I honestly don't know. I'm probably going to take a little time off. I'm starting.
No. Just tell your wife that you guys are all going to Vegas. Everything's happening in Vegas, and just come out and play.
I'm starting a new job tomorrow.
It works out. It's a double. It works out perfect.
Don't listen to Nick. He'll get you in trouble. You'll sleep on the couch. Don't listen to Nick.
I'm starting a new job tomorrow, so I'll probably just wait till I settle in a little bit there.
Well, congratulations on the new job, and congratulations on your test that you obviously passed.
Yes. Good.
And
Ace,
we appreciate your time. We really
we will look forward to those 10 balls or 8 balls or cue balls for you to get started.
Absolutely. The moment you do, you let us know.
We will purchase your first 2. So get them together. And like I'm telling you, the roller coaster will go. You'll be signing a lot of them and selling a lot of them. Trust me, because a lot of people love junior players and want to help you guys out. And that's one way it can help out. Especially
us. Nick and I are all about giving back to the juniors. We're all about trying to keep you guys going. And Lydia says, I told him he could go if he wanted to.
Oh, man, you got the green light. Just take PTO. Go, guys, I can't start for another 2 weeks.
Don't listen to him. He will get you in trouble. I told you. He's a newlywed, too.
That might be a trick question.
Him and Lydia got married, what was it, last year? You guys are kind of newlyweds, too. So.
Yep, October.
And he had, like, bright Smurf hair when I first met him.
Yeah, I saw it on the promo.
He was telling me he was going to get his engagement pictures done, and I'm going, I hope you're planning on getting that out of your hair.
Yeah, I pretty much had to shave my head.
So, Melissa and Ace, where are you guys going next?
I have Napa State Championships this next weekend.
Oh, good luck, and
absolutely.
Most of all, have fun while you're playing the game that we love.
Well, you know, I'm going to cheer you on, Melissa. I always do. You're one of my favorite people. Her and I got an opportunity to get to know each other very well while I was at Scotty Townsend. And she is one amazing lady, and you have one amazing child. If he is anything like his mom, this kid's going places, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I'm telling you. And I look forward to seeing your name in those big bright lights like Shane Van Boning and come on, we need another American to put that new name Mr. in front of. We can't let Jason keep that name. And who else to do it than a junior player?
Right.
So that's your next mission, Ace. You got to knock down Jason Shaw.
Yep, we'll be right here for you too.
Well, we appreciate you guys jumping on with us and taking the
Yeah.
time out of your guys' day. We do appreciate. I know it's Sunday, you know, so
You guys probably
appreciate
got
it,
some
guys.
stuff you got to do, and I think isn't spring break over for you guys, Ace? Heading back to school tomorrow.
He goes back Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So you
Oh,
get
perfect.
one
One more
more
night
day
of pool.
to be lazy.
Yeah.
Nope, I appreciate the invite, guys.
Well,
for
thank
having
you
me.
guys so
No
much.
problem.
It's been a pleasure, and
Yeah.
thanks so much to Miss Melissa for bringing Ace on and letting us
Yeah.
share a little bit of
Yeah,
his.
start your fame, start your fan page, do it all. I'm telling you, just be yourself and you'll be good.
Send me an invite.
Yes.
You guys have a great night. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys on the tour.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys. Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Well, Nick, that was fantastic.
That was great.
Melissa's
I'm looking
got,
forward to it. I hope he really does those cue balls and everything, because that's one
Me
thing that
too.
I love
You got
that
one from
Savannah and
Savannah. I
everybody is
gotta
doing
get
is
one.
that a little something because everybody loves supporting those junior players. So it's something to put money out there to help them get to events and get out there and, so.
Right. I mean, it also, not only that, it's something that they can keep for themselves for later on. I mean,
Correct.
think about that. I mean, you
Yeah.
stick that thing in a cabinet, and later on, you can say, you know what? When you have kids, grandkids, say, yeah, Grandpa used to play pool. Check this
Yep.
out.
No, I got Savannah's, and Savannah's is going up on the wall once I get it all taken care of.
Well,
So.
I'm not going to keep you too late either. Let's roll this footage. And, we've got to pick our next victim for next week. So let me roll that while you think, because it's your turn to pick. I picked Corey last time.
Ooh, man, I want. He's gonna hate life. Oh,
I'm going to roll this while you think about who you want to torture this month. I already know who it is. I know who you're going to pick. Because it's your turn. I picked last month.
All right, let's roll.
So, have you decided on who we're going to torture this time and what? We've got to have rules.
You know what? It's perfect timing because nobody has any excuses. Because if you're going to Vegas and you're going to BCA,
we've got a month too. So there's no.
And you got a month from today. So 4/20/22 is your deadline. And if you can roll the information underneath.
All right, let me see here. All right, so
it is pictures with this certain individual. He can't know you're taking the pictures. All you have to do is just go by him, just go, snapshot. He can't know anything. Or you can be funny. You can whatever you want to do, whatever he's doing. Yeah. But we're going with Mr. Knit. Melina Mike is your guy.
Do we have a photograph of Melina Mike?
He's out there for 10 days in Vegas. They have their own booth, him and Joey Ryan. You guys, I want to see this email here blow up with photos.
So, if you know who Melina Mike is, and come on, most everybody does, send like we said, he cannot know you're taking the picture. So, just like what Mr. Doss did, just have a picture with somewhere this man is standing and then email that to Miss Autumn Grusella. Her name, her email address is scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, you'll get a picture just like this,
Yeah, just,
Yeah, very simple.
He's gonna kill you.
I don't care. It's gonna be funny, man. I'm gonna catch him at whatever he's doing, or he's bending over, or whatever. I'm snapping away. I'm waiting for him.
He's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was thinking we should make him sign something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah. But he's your guy. He's your guy for a month. But
so until 420, since today is 320,
yes,
we're going to extend PMP's clothing company until 420 because we're a little late this week because of everybody's schedule due to time constraints, which Mr. DeLeon will be going through his as well. So we may have to extend the next sponsor for a couple of days. Yeah. So Mary Tam and her husband are our sponsors for this month, and that's PMP Clothing Company, and I had that up earlier.
Yes,
it's www.pmpclothingcompany.com, and that's how you'll be able to find it. They also have a Facebook page. They will donate $5 for every sale to a charity for kids.
Yep. Good,
no child left hungry, guys. No child left hungry. So Nick and I are going to call it a night. And remember, send those photographs to autumngrusella.insidepoolmag@gmail.com. Send those pictures there. If you forget, you can also send those photographs to myself or Nick.
Or myself. Yes.
I mean, come on. And if they're funny, the more funny they are,
the better.
He's going to kill us.
Welcome to Inside Pool Magazine, buddy.
So a big shout out to our last month's sponsor, which was Action 24/7. They gave Cecil Doss a very nice little care package for his photograph of Corey Deuel playing chess with the infamous Efren Reyes.
Yep. All right.
All right, Nick, do you want to go down the list of your sponsors?
Yeah. First, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. It might be a little hectic coming in the next 2 weeks just because I'm out of town. So we might throw some stuff together quick. Probably not this long, but we appreciate all you guys watching out for us, joining us and everything. And
send us flyers if you guys
send us flyers of whatever big events that are coming up. Pool rooms, send it to us. First off, Inside Pool Magazine for letting us do this every week and doing everything you guys do for us. We appreciate it. I just sent Tracy a image of both of us as well. If you guys haven't seen it, we are actually cartoon.
We are cartoons now.
Yeah. So if you haven't checked that out, I'm pretty sure she'll share it again or she'll post it or whatnot. Digital Pool. I'm pretty sure he's doing everything in Vegas as well. Look out for him. He's a good person. He's doing great things for pool. I think he's running some stuff with Matchroom as well. I'm not too positive, but I mean, just follow his page. Everything's there. He's doing a great job. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh no, it's a little blurry. Off to the
blurry.
Right there. Oh, your camera's horrible. Mike Gwynn, Realty One Group. And anything about, you need to know any information about houses or have any questions, he's your man to contact. Pool Player Podcast. Reach out. Joey Ryan. They do it every once in a while. They're going to be in Vegas. Joey Ryan and Melina Mike, they're going to be doing the dog in it and streaming and all that stuff. So watch out for them. Q-Tech for sure. Q-Tech's my main sponsor. Love you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do for me, and big things are happening, and I'm just glad to be a part of their company. And it's like a family. Rassin Billiards. Table's amazing. I got the victory too. It's straight. It's awesome. The only thing I want to do is tighten the pockets a little bit more, but the table plays amazing. Yes. 1PKT. You love One Pocket. Check them out. Great apparel. They're coming out with good things. Big things are coming, so watch out for them. Tom Billiard tips, break tips. Those guys have the best break jump tips that you guys can buy. Possibly chalk as well. You got the Victory, you got the spiral that I play with. So if you guys need anything, if you guys want to try anything, find me in Vegas. Try my jump cube, my break cube. My bag is open to you guys. So before you go make purchases that you don't know if you'll like it, try my stuff. I play with everything Q-Tech and Tom Chalk and Tom break jump tips. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to be in Vegas for 2 weeks, and you guys come to me, come talk to me. I'm easy to get along with and chit chat with. And like I said, my bag is always open.
Thank you so much, Nick. Well, this Diva is sponsored by Steve Ditmar and Poolaholic Gear. Poolaholic Gear is number one place out there in California for your poolaholic needs. Also, Posted Up Apparel. Posted Up Apparel is actually out of Florida, and they've been making sure the Diva's been dressed to success every time she goes to a new event. So I appreciate Posted Up Apparel making sure that I'm always covered from head to toe. Enterprise Car Rentals. Make sure you guys are staying vigilant. If you are needing a rental car and you're at the airport, look up our website. Go to our website, go to the very bottom of the page, and there will be a little spot there that says Enterprise Car Rentals. If you click on that link, it will take you directly to the Enterprise rental area, and you'll get your 10% discount there. Awesome. And Nick and I will also be notified that you guys are using it so that we know that we're giving you guys the best that we can on discounts when you're out on the road, because we know it's getting expensive with the hike in gas prices. We need a little break somewhere.
Sweet.
So I'll be off until the end of May from what I can gather. I may be doing some stuff, and it's up in the air right now, mostly taking care of Nick while he's out and about. So I'll be taking care of things on this end while Nick's out traveling.
Yes, I will be. We'll be tuning in. We'll find time in between the matches and everything to get everything going.
I'm not quite sure who this person is.
So.
It all came at me all at once.
Right. Well, we appreciate everybody coming on. We appreciate you guys jumping on every week with us. We were sorry that we had to postpone, but with all the big events that were happening, everybody was tied up. So
right.
It looks like it's going to be the same thing again, but I'll have some days in between. We might end up going live. And so just watch out for us, watch out for our post, and check out our new characters or cartoonish. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to head out of here for tonight. We'll see you guys next week. We don't know what day because Nick leaves tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with his schedule, whether we'll be on Wednesday or maybe a little later on in the week. Yeah. So you guys just kind of bear with us while we're trying our best to get a schedule together. It's just kind of hard with Nick's schedule and mine and everybody else's schedule. So we will try to make sure that we have something for you guys to view every week. If not, make sure you guys are checking out some of our old Throwback Thursday videos on our YouTube site. Yes. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you all next week.
Later guys. Have a good one. Thank you.